Hello, BUS 1444 document production students. Here's a way to increase your grade. This is a snippet for the day. To increase your grades is to do your discussion board. Just one way. Many students have not been doing their discussion board, so they see their grades yo-yoing. And with that being said, they panic. But however, this is the process in completing your assignments that will help you follow the format and increasing your grades. So, me being a student, I would go to my learning units and make sure I read everything that I need to read, my course announcements. Okay. Opportunities to attend a live class session. So when you click on it, it will state that I offer classes on Mondays at Savannah Tech in room 1163 from 5:30 to 8:20 p.m. if you choose to come. Also, I will look and see about virtual hours too. Here's virtual hours. If you're able to make the virtual hours, clicking on virtual, therefore, these are the time periods. Virtual hour learning sessions is on Tuesday, 6:30 to 8:30, and that's weekly. And then on Thursdays, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. That's weekly. That's for the people who work in the daytime and the ones who work at night. So you have an option. But also, we can schedule personal sessions given ample notice to assist you virtually. So those are areas of communication. You have your emails here, and I know you guys look at your grades and so forth. So now I'm going to click on my learning unit. So when I click on my learning unit, I see information before you begin. That's still there. The still BUS 1440, that's there. You have your learning sessions that actually states the areas and days and times that we will have your learning sessions, which should be on Tuesday 6:30 to 8:20 at 8:30, and then it's actually 2:30 to 4:30, which I will update that. So please excuse me for that. Here's learning resources and so forth that you can go into and navigate and see what you can find there. It has information that's helpful. Maybe like if you didn't have your book at the beginning, you will see unit 5, 6, and 7 in there that you can download and start doing. Then it says, hey, welcome to GDP. This is information, take advantage of, because it's actually a link that you can look at, and also it has the numbers as well as the web link to communicate with McGraw-Hill, just in case if you had some errors. And when you do that and submit a help desk ticket, it will create a ticket, and then you can copy me on the ticket. But also, here's your orientation too. It gives you the information in how to correct the document. Information in how to correct the document. So click on these two links. Very good for you. I posted this because a lot of students came to me and said, I see those question marks. What is those grades? Every time you have an assessments, you will have one in unit 2. Part 2. You have one in part 3. You have one in part 5 and part 6. So let me say that again. In unit or part 2 and part 3, part 5 and 6. You will not have one in unit 4 at all. Nothing in unit 4 you will have for that particular test or assessment. It will be the whole learning unit of 86 through 90, which is unit 18. That's that whole test. So what ends up happening, you will come in 2 parts. You will have to do 50 questions. That's true, false, fill in the blank, multiple choice for that. And so forth. Then it will give you a time writing that you're to complete. Do it twice. And then you got 3 documents that you need to complete, and you need to make sure that you're getting 5 errors or less. 5 errors or less, because if you got more than 5 errors on your formatting area and your keying, it's going to automatically give you a 0. It will give you a 0, so you must correct your errors. So here is the GDP document for grading coding. So looking at this, it says you have your colors of black, blue, green, and red. So when you key the document and you see the color is black, that means you have everything that's correct. Everything is correct. But when you key the document and the error list pops up after you submit it into GDP, it's going to be blue. So blue says you inserted incorrect words, deleted, and so forth. Number 2, you had omissions. That means you omitted some words, omitted some information, and so forth, or misstrokes. That means it could be a typo, it could be spelling, it could be actual punctuation, and so forth. So you must go through your document. Once you could download it, not again, but use the same document, open it up, go through and correct those information. And if you need more help in that, attend a session on Tuesdays and Thursdays and so forth, or we can schedule a personal one so it can help you correct the information. Some students have taken good advantage of it, very good advantage. Your typing test, that means you can increase your speed and accuracy. Always work on accuracy, your speed will come. And this is a link that you can work on here. And when it says type racer, that means you're going to compete against others live. So every time you see these little links, these are links, these are websites that it takes you to, and or a video. That's a video that you can watch to help you navigate and how to do Unit 5, Lesson 21, which will give you a foundation in how to complete most of your assignments, especially in 21, 22, and so forth. This talks about how to complete your actual practice documents. Believe me, your practice documents has much value, and what it does, it gives you the step by step, building you a foundation, and that's a grade as well too. That's uploaded in Blackboard. The instructions are located in GDP, as well as the document is located in GDP. But once you download it, you use those instructions in GDP in your Word manual, make the corrections, and then upload the document in Blackboard. So here is your actual learning unit that you're to go through and look at. So it says in this learning unit, you got correspondence and reports. You're going to correctly format multiple page letters, memos, reports, format itineraries, agendas, minutes, create and format procedural manuals and newsletter. The due date from 2/13 to 2/20, 11:59 p.m. So you're going to read Unit 14 correspondence pages 251 to 274 in your hardback books, and Unit 15 report pages 275 to 99. Then you will go to your Word Office manual that's built in GDP and 108 to 121. That's your practice documents information with the instructions that you will do to the document to upload in GDP. So you got some lecture and presentations and videos that you could go through by clicking this link. Because this is a hand. Every time you see a book, it's a hand. You can go through and click and look at videos, presentation. And then it says complete the following skill buildings in Unit 14 and 15, in GDP. Lesson 66 through 74. So you got some time writings you need to complete. You got language arts you need to complete. These are your practice documents you need to complete. So now, what stays into GDP? Your time writings, your language arts, these practice documents, practice 67, 68, 69, 73, 74, is uploaded into Blackboard. These are your documents that you are to be correcting to make sure they have 5 errors or less to get credit. 5 errors or less to get credit. And also be sure you to correct your documents to receive a grade. And that's within GDP. That's in this area. Every time you see it has a number. When I say it's a number, correspondence 66-64. That lets you know it stays into GDP. It's graded in GDP, and if you have errors, it must be corrected in that document, reloaded back up, and then it regrades it again for you to get 5 errors or less. How many times can you upload the document till you get 5 errors or less? As many times as you choose. As many times as you choose, because before COVID, it would only be 2 times. But since after COVID, we are allowing as many times so you can be successful. And if you need help with that, please attend a virtual session. Please attend a virtual session, or you can come to the live sessions on Monday, or we can schedule a personal session. Your choice. So now with that also, you have, let me get this out of the way, so excuse me for that. So with that being said, you have correspondence 66, 64, 67, you have 68, 69, 68, 70, 68, 72, 69, 73, and from memos and reports 70, 38, 70, 39, 70, 40, itineraries 71, 41, your agendas and minutes of meeting 72, 44, 72, 46, 72, 47, procedural manual 7348, 7349, your report formatted in columns 7451, 7452. Then it says submit any questions through the My Learning Journal, which you can, but you can also email me. And remember, here is the actual information that you have 5 errors or less, and you must correct your documents to get the credit for the assignment. So when you click on the link, you can physically go in and start paging through 1 through 14. That's one way to do it. Or you can physically go down and just click, and you'll see the small little videos teaching you the information as well. But you can also attend a session with no problem. And here is the actual still more videos that you can go down. 7141 is a video, 7244, 7246, and then you have assignments that you are to complete, but this is where you upload your documents. This is where you upload your documents. You can do 5 documents at one time and upload it. So here's how to increase your grades with your discussion board. This doesn't have a discussion board this week, but next week potentially you will. So I can go back to the home page, and then I can go back and look at my discussion board here. So a lot of people may have not done it, but if you haven't, you will have an opportunity. I have opened this information, Unit 6, Lesson 26 through 29, correspondence discussion. Unit 7, Lessons 31 through 34, reports discussion, as well as Lesson 36 through 39, tables. So what do? You're going to read the questions. A typical business letter contains many different parts. In your own words, explain why it's important to correctly format a business letter. Is there ever a reason to deviate from a standard format? Provide examples to support your reasonings and comments on posting of 2 of your classmates. Use complete sentences, spell check, and post. I'm going to open this up until I think about the 21st, give you to the 21st to complete this, because this will increase your grade. This is one way to increase your grade and so forth, so you could be successful. So all you will do is click on the link, create a thread, and type Unit 6, talk about correspondence and your business parts. So hopefully you read the chapter, but however, I'm going to give you a little hint, give you a little clue, just in case that you need to find information. Say, what is basic parts of a business letter? So here, I went into lessons. I am in part 2, and then I am in Unit 6, 26D, and it gives you a visual along with words. What is a business letter? And it tells you Part 2, Unit 6, 26 through 30, Lesson 26, page 89. This will help you give you an idea in how to do some of your discussions. Most of the information is in your books as well as within GDP. And remember, you can page through instead of going to skill buildings, maps, time writing, language arts. You don't have to choose each of those to go in. You can page through and do all the information that you need. Previous, beginning, staying in the lessons area. That will just keep going through, and then you'll be on track and you'll know exactly what to do. Here's your word manual and so forth, just in case you says, where's the word manual and so forth. So if I was looking at the practice documents, here's the practice documents talking about special correspondence feature. It's teaching you about sorting. Is teaching you about practice. Every time you see anything in a thick blue box, that's the instructions that you will use to make the changes on the document. Where's this document located at? So I can go to lesson 67 in my lessons, and I can go into part 4, and I can go to 66, and then I can click on multiple pages, and then I can actually find the actual practice document information, 66D. So here is giving you what multiple page letters is, and then when I go to the next thing, then it should give you the actual. Oh, excuse me, it's 67. So excuse me, I did 66, but 67, here's 67. Here's your warm up, your maps, progressive practice. These are all skill buildings, hyphens, agreements, abbreviation, language arts. These are your language arts. This is information that it talks about multiple addresses and how you do it, on arrival notations, your subjects notation, and this is your document that you physically download. And then you could click this link and it'll take you into the Word manual and reference manual, and you can do your practice document. This is the snippet for the day. If you have any questions, be sure to email. Attend a session Tuesdays 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on the virtual sessions. Thursday, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. I have live sessions every Monday. If you can make it to the Savannah campus, I know you guys may not, but it's 5:30 to 8:20 p.m. But if you need a personal virtual session, please email so we can get you to success. So therefore, do your discussion boards because it will increase your grade. Be well.